Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Big Bang Theory Enthusiast YouTube channel. As always, I'm the Big Bang Theory Enthusiast, and today we've got some pretty special Big Bang products to review. Now, you guys might remember a little while back I went and picked up some other Big Bang Theory bobbleheads, wacky wobblers, which were also Leonard and Howard, but we got the entire set of those. These are the common version. These here are the rarer Star Trek versions, which is super cool, and I'll show you guys the boxes right here. You can see the Big Bang Theory exclusive Star Trek. Now the boxes are pretty much identical to, hang on, I got the boxes around the wrong way. The boxes are pretty much identical to the other ones, just they have that Star Trek sticker on the front there. But other than that, they're exactly the same. Now, these guys came out in 2013, so the molds might be just a little bit different, as these guys came out in 2010 and 2012. These two right here. Alright, let's start off with Leonard. Now, Leonard's mold is very different to the original mold that we got here. Now, I'll put the two next to each other here in the light so you guys can sort of see the difference. You can sort of see the difference between the molds if their heads aren't bobbing around too much for you guys. But you can definitely see that there's a difference between the two. Like this, his head is a little bit bigger, and his hair just put the light up to the hair here. You can definitely tell that the hair is different as well. The stands are pretty much identical. The costumes are obviously different. But the cool part about these guys, and I don't know if the guy that sold them to me, so the person I got these off and the person I got these off are different. He's actually our 17th subscriber, so thank you so very much if you're watching this video. I very much also appreciate you selling these to me, as well as selling me the bookshelf to put them on as well. Thank you so very much, I appreciate it. I will list your name in another video, but this is going to be a review, so let's get back to it. So what's cool about the Star Trek ones is not only that they have phases, which looks super cool. I mean, look at that. The phases look really detailed. They're definitely from the original series, but the arms actually, I'll try to do it with one finger. As you can see here, the arms, I don't know if you knew that when you sold them to me, but the arms move, and that's pretty cool, to be seriously honest with you. I think that's absolutely awesome that we get some articulation in the arms. But as you can see, these guys' arms are not going anywhere. So again, this is the common version of Leonard, and this is the Star Trek version of Leonard in his Star Trek uniform. Which actually, I think he might have worn this exact top in the Big Bang Theory. I'm not too sure. Here's the bottom. See, you can see there, 2013. This came out, and this guy came out, I think, 2010 or 2012. So, yeah, you can definitely tell that there's a difference between the molds. And the glasses, too. You can see a little bit of a difference in the glasses. For some reason, all the Leonard molds, the eyes, the white part of the eyes always get messed up. I don't know what that's all about, but I mean, like, you can definitely tell the difference between the two. Obviously, the costume's different, so we're not even going to be looking at that. But the head sculpt, he definitely looks a lot chubbier in this head sculpt. This head sculpt isn't as chunkier. It's a little bit more skinnier. I can't even speak right now. I'm just really excited and impressed with these guys right here. And the glasses are a bit different. The glasses are a little bit more, painted in, whereas these ones are more glossed and they're not as curved, as his ones are like a little bit curved to his face. The eyebrows are pretty much identical. The only difference is the lips. He has that yellowing on his lips where this guy doesn't. But yeah, overall, I'll show you guys the back of the hair too. Like the hair, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but in real life, yeah, you can definitely see. This one's more, looks almost like a greasier hair, maybe. And then this one just looks like, it's a bit of a lighter brown and a bit of a darker brown also. But yeah, so there's the two Leonards that we got. So the Star Trek Leonard and the common Leonard. Now let's move on to Howard. Now Howard looks really cool in his Star Trek uniform. He looks super duper awesome. So, his hair here. So let's compare the two. Alright. But first, I just want to show you guys the phaser right there in his hand. Right there. And then he's got his crew member, because we know that the red top means crew member and yellow means captain. Yeah, the bodies of the figures are definitely much bigger than the originals. So the head sculpt on this one's a little bit more pale. But the hair is very, very, very different to the common one, which came out in 2011. So let's put them side by side just so you guys can see right there. I'll bring them into the light more, and I'll move Leonard out of the way so you guys can see Howard now. Alright, so you can definitely see the difference between the two here right off the bat. This Howard has a bit more of a darker toned face. His the sculpt on the face is a little bit more of a darker paint, as well as the hair is more of a, I don't know, it's very different. This is a lighter brown, this is a bit more of a darker brown, just as Leonard. Of course, the body is really skinny, as that one's really buff. You can see Howard right there. We've reviewed these guys on the channel as well. We've reviewed every single one of them, not just Howard and Leonard, because I have all the characters. We have Sheldon, Amy, Penny, Howard, Raj, and Leonard. But unfortunately, for some reason, the Wacky Wobbler company did not make Bernadette, which is kind of devastating. But at the same time, I'm cool with it. Bernadette's also another one of my favorite characters. Alrighty, so you can definitely see there. Very, very nice. And then you can see the Star Trek one is a little bit more on the pale side. Maybe he needs to see some sun, but looks like the hair is a little bit messed up there. As you can see, this one isn't, and it's actually because I parted the hair a bit more on that one, which isn't too much of an issue because, again, these are bobbleheads, so they are bobbleheads, so I'm not in too much of a... I'm not expecting anything too much from bobbleheads. Bobbleheads have always been like that. Of course, these guys here actually have a weird way of, like, they feel almost a little bit more satisfying when they bobble. I don't know, it's because the head's different on them or what, but yeah. The head sculpts are definitely different, and of course, as you saw on the other one, Howard's arm can be extended and they can fist bump. Same thing with the phaser arm. Actually, the first time I figured it out, I was looking at the phaser and the arm went like that. I thought, oh no, I broke it, but no, it's actually kind of cool to make it look like, you know, like that, like pretty cool. Put him in all sorts of wicked cool poses, which that's really cool. Here's the Howard's arms and hands on this one, just kind of cupped around his legs. Yeah, super duper cool, and of course the bases are going to be identical to each other. There's nothing that's going to be different there, as well as the side of the boxes. The side of the boxes look exactly the same, so when I put them on my shelf with the other boxes, you can't tell the difference, unless of course you see the Big Bang Theory exclusive Star Trek sticker. But yeah, so that's it, you guys. He also threw in one more thing, and I will show that in another video. When I asked him if I could buy these, he said, of course, yes, they're available. And he said that he was going to look for some more Big Bang stuff for me to buy from him. And he gave me one more thing, which I'm super duper impressed with. And yeah, so that's it for the bobbleheads, you guys. Hopefully we can get the Raj one, which I know a store around my area called That's Hot Gifts and Collectibles actually sells the Raj in his Star Trek costume. Sheldon is a little bit harder to find. I don't know if it's just me, but he does seem a lot harder to find. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.